short because Jack Greenstock asked me a question yesterday in my comments about if I'm locating, like, do I do locator calls? Which ones do I do? And how often do I get an answer? I think the way he put it, because I don't have it in front of me, was if you, out of 100 times that you've called in 10 years, how often do you get an answer? So, first of all, I'm usually always hunting where I know there's birds. So it's not like I'm trying to locate them to see if there's birds there. I know they're here. And some mornings they just don't talk. Secondly, I just kind of listen, because if a crow goes off or an actual owl, sometimes I don't have to do a locator call. Nature will do it for me. I very seldom gobble. My locator call is where I hunt. In the 5 or 6 places I hunt here in Idaho, I know there's birds there, and I kind of know where they're roosting. If they're in there. Yeah, there goes the gobbler right there. He's across the road. And it rained last night, and it's going to rain today, so, that's the first gobble I've heard. I got a couple hens below me. But anyway, I don't do gobbles or owl calls usually. I let nature handle it. My locator call is when I get in and I get set up. I do tree calls, and then I do gathering calls. Like the birds are in the roost, and then they come out of the roost, a bunch of hens or a hen doing that. And 80% of the time I'll get an answer. And again, it's that I'm not hunting, I'm hunting public property. But even back on my granddad's ranch in Florida, it was about 80% of the time. Because later in the season like this, some days they're on fire because the hens are all henned up, or they've already been bred, so they're off on the nest. And so there'll be a bunch of Jakes and Toms, or a group of Toms, and now they're off the hens because the hens aren't in groups anymore. And so they're roaming looking for that last hen to breed. So it's easier for me, and I get more answers just doing regular calls. I got a hen behind me. I just heard her. So anyway, but yeah, 80% of the time, I usually don't shock gobble or do any of that. I let nature do it for me. If I have to, like to show people sometimes, I'll take my box call and gobble just to show them, like when we're leaving, yeah, there's birds here, they just didn't want to play today. Or they're henned up. But this late in the season, I should be able to get a bird in.